Sir, excuse me. How do you feel about the crimes that have been alleged against you here today in the court? Do you think you have a chance? You know, that's a pretty stacked jury. Do you think you're going to make it out of this one all right? Right. No, exactly. And so poignant, so well thought out. Now, how do you think the prosecution is going to... what do you think the prosecution's play is going to be in the court? They do have them, I think, what are your thoughts? Yeah, he's so fucking over it, dude. Look at that tail swishing. He's so over it. But that means we're close to the truth. Next time on LVRH 103.69 FM.
Hey you. Are you a lady boy?
Oh, bitch.
Girl, I said, are you a... Are you a... Oh. Us too.
Hi, beautiful people.
Hi, ugly people.
I'm Adrian.
I'm Shiloh.
And welcome to
The Ladyboy Radio Hour.
We just got about maybe 3-4 minutes into the episode and realized that it wasn't recording
No,
the video.
it sure wasn't.
What did we say?
We said, you'll notice we're in a different location.
Oh, yeah.
Hold for sirens.
Like last week, Mick is not here. They are on a family vacay with
We miss
their
you,
beautiful
Mom.
spouse. Miss you, Mom. However, we are cat sitting for them, and we are here today doing the very special edition of the Ladyboy Radio Hour
Yeah.
featuring Mick's apartment.
Mick's beautiful, extremely well organized, cat full apartment.
Yes. They have so much stuff, but they have it all organized. They have this massive wall that's just a bunch of shelves of books and games and this and that. But it's all color coded and all sorted.
Well,
it's very impressive.
If you are Jace or Mick watching this right now,
Yes.
I mean this completely as a compliment. These people are fucking dorks. And so the wall-to-wall bookshelves on the other side from us are full of there's a section for board games, fierce.
The one on the far left is almost
all
entirely
tabletop.
D&D.
Yeah, it's all tabletop RPG shit. Because this is my favorite thing in the whole house. Please hold this. Oh, is that not it? No, this is another dork ass binder. They have a binder that's every spell card from D&D and
Yes.
multiple copies.
Famously.
Because they're a total freak. But this place is great. And their bric-a-brac is so fun.
And they have beautiful cats.
Beautiful
and they're
cats,
being kept
beautiful
in
cats.
separate. I just remember the other thing that we said in the first take of this.
Yeah, completely.
We were talking about how they have beautiful cats. Milo is the one that you saw in the first segment.
Completely.
Nadia's out here because she is the more adult one. They have had her for how many years?
I think 4.
Yeah. So she's out here. She'll probably make an appearance. She was over here right before we realized that the video wasn't recording.
Right. Classic.
And then
Classic.
Milo, they adopted a few weeks ago.
Yeah, a few weeks ago.
Not quite a month yet, I don't think.
They fully rescued this idiot from a kill shelter the day he was going to be put
Oh
down.
my God, it was so crazy. The story was wild because they showed up and they obviously don't tell you, hey, the cat that you're looking at right now, if you don't want him, we're gonna kill him. And so they're doing the whole thing. They're oh, okay, we want to adopt Milo. And then one by one, all the staff that they would speak to were oh, but still not saying anything. So Mick was okay, so why is everybody weird?
Yeah. They literally said they walked up to the counter and they were oh, we're here for Milo. And everybody behind the counter was oh yeah, right this way. Everyone just got
gagged.
so weird. And he's a really sweet boy. They said he had
Very, very
two like marks on his file or whatever because
Oh,
he'd been
yeah.
returned twice.
Yeah, because they adopted him and they said that he had like behavioral problems, but like it was giving that they weren't playing with him.
Yeah,
And
like
when you
he's
have a
an
cat that has like a
extremely
lot
good
of
boy.
energy, like, or like any animal, and you don't like engage with them enough, they're gonna find ways to engage with you.
Yeah, like
That's
tearing
not a
up your
behavioral
shit
problem.
or like fucking with you. That's not a behavioral
Especially
problem.
like a little like a baby kitty girl.
Yeah, like
Like, be
he's so
serious.
little. He's just now a year and a half. Like
Yeah.
he's and he's so sweet. He did try to bite my foot earlier, but that's because he thought my foot was a toy. So
Just
my
like-
bad for having a toy-like foot.
You don't have to get a pet. So like you can like make sure that you know like what you're doing before you like take on like the very real responsibility of like a living, breathing like fur ball.
And some cats are extremely low maintenance. Pigeon
Yes. She's one of them.
is certainly one of them. She's like one of the chillest creatures alive. But like not everybody.
Because she's like old and traumatized too.
Yeah, she's old and traumatized. She just wants to hang out. She
Which-
just wants to kick it.
Same.
Relatable. We're actually perfect together because she demands affection in the same way that I do, where she's like, please pay attention to me, but only at arm's length.
Yeah.
Like, and I
Very
mean
that.
that literally. She wants you to stand on the other side of the room and pet her on the head. She's so weird. But it's been very fun to hang out with cats that like,
Socialize differently.
yeah, like Nadia will let you flip her upside down and pet her tummy. They
Yeah.
broke her as a kitten though. They broke her.
Yeah. That's the thing is like when you have like a cat, like when they're babies, like you can really get them like used to being held and trained.
When you've had a cat since when they yeah.
I'm just like trying to like so hard to just be like you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Right. Everybody
rah,
wants.
rah.
I'll push you off this fucking couch. Another thing about these silly goobers who are taking care of these cats, because they're keeping Milo in the bedroom and they don't want Nadia to like get all up in a space.
Mhm.
They're sleeping in separate rooms right now. And the other day they expressed that it was going pretty tough because when you're not sleeping in the bedroom, you're sleeping on a fucked up air mattress.
That has like a hole in it that they can't find. So they just like
Right.
keep waking up at random times of the night, like in the middle of just like a puddle of deflated mattress.
A puddle of, I thought you were going to be like a puddle of piss. I was like,
puddle
a
of
puddle.
cum.
Yeah, they're like in a pit. You've all woken up, unless you're a rich person listening to this, which if you are, turn this shit off right now. It's not for you. Get
Or
the fuck off. Or
d-
sponsor us.
Donate first.
Yes.
then get the fuck out.
Yes. Go to the California Center right now.
Clock
Go to
it.
Zoran's campaign right now.
Mama.
Because times are dire and we need the rich to lock in. Lock in.
The direst times.
Yeah. Things have been fine for us, question mark, this past
Things have
week.
been, I think generally speaking, these last few months have been a time for us two and Lauren, our roommate, to really kind of like, I think like, get shit settled.
Yeah.
We've been trying to address a lot of like
Completely.
long-term things and like really finally fix them / like I think we're making good moves towards our future. I definitely count you in that. I think it's just hard to feel that actively right now because you're still in process. If you guys have been trying to keep tabs on the whole Shiloh work situation, it is tough. The place we're here is working right now. Beyond the the malfeasance that we discussed last episode.
Right.
that
Besides the slur saying.
right. Besides the unhinged energy that like he contributed to it, that is like really nothing compared to the buffoonery that is taking place at that job. In the sense that like this is a very big chain. If you guys are in the city / if you guys watch this because you're our friends, you probably know / have figured out by now which chain we're talking about. But it's huge, so it's
huge.
extremely shocking how very little standards there are, and so everything is a mess. And for someone that like knows what they're doing, it's really hard to work in a place where they're doing fuck shit. And then on top of that, like it's not even like, oh, like they're doing fuck shit, but like whatever, like I don't care, like I'm trying to find something else. They are actively targeting you and the other new people and getting y'all in trouble like every other day.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
I did have kind of a moment the other day where I was talking to someone who knows the other new person that you met. I was talking to them, and I like, not the new person, but someone who knows the new person. Someone who went to school with him. And I had a moment where I was like, okay, so it seems maybe there's some context I'm missing. And also it's a very new experience for me in any setting, not just the workplace, to when I talk to a misogynistic man, to not experience that misogyny myself. You know what I mean? So everybody hates this guy because he's a little condescending and apparently misogynistic. This is literally one of the first times in my life that I have been spending time with like a misogynistic dude who treats me in a non-misogynistic way. I'm like passing tease, but also, have I been defending this person who like...
The person that we were like talking to the other day?
Yeah.
That's very gaggy.
Right? So I need to like because there was an incident where like this person who I'm talking about, who is a man, a cishet man at my job, one of the only ones, a lot of cis people, unfortunately, but not a ton of hets. Actually, there are hets there. Too many, even. I'm just doing the math in my mind, but he's the only like cis het white guy. And there was like an incident where he said something that I thought was pretty benign, and it like blew up a big conflict, and I had to go to my boss and be like, hey, like I got a pretty non-biased situation there. I saw the whole thing, so if you need me to explain, and I explained, but then I was talking to somebody else, and they were like, well, the context being this guy is known for being a misogynist and a creep. I was like, not a creep, but like kind of condescending and misogynistic. I was like,
oh my God.
Oh, maybe that's why people are giving him such a hard time. And I just happen to be new. And so he's like saying that we're having a really hard time when the hard time that I'm having is unrelated to his hard time because he's having a hard time vis-a-vis misogyny.
I think when we were talking, he and I like also realized that we knew some people in common as well. So maybe I can do some research on my side and look into that.
Yeah.
Because that's quite gaggy. Because also, and I'll say this for transparency's sake, this is not a very het presenting person.
Yeah, we've talked about that as well.
This man is very faggy. And so...
But has bad opinions about movies, I'll say it. Said Sinners wasn't good.
Oh, that's very interesting.
And then his excuse was like it had too much going on. And I didn't want to be like...
Like what was too much that was going on?
That's what I'm trying to be like. He was like, well, there's a movie about blues that does it so much better. And I'm like, it's not about... It's about blues, but it's not... It's about like culture thieves and like culture vulturing and...
Well, it's about
assimilation,
race. And so,
race.
My red flag is like, what is too much? Is it too much about
race? He did give me another movie. He was like, there's this really good movie about blues that I just wish this movie was, but that's not a horror movie. I was like, I think you're misunderstanding that horror, like political and racial horror is very important. That's the same reason I like Sinners for the same reason that I like Weapons is because it like has, if you guys haven't seen either of those movies, I'm sorry if you're lost. But like it says so much more about, I think horror says so much about the culture and where we're at. Because it is like a projection of our fears.
Well, those are also the only films right now that people are putting like thought and effort and creativity into. Aside from like the remakes for sequels that turn out good. There are still some that are good. Generally speaking though, rare. Most of the remakes and most of the like whatever right now are bad, and like almost everything else is like people just like don't want to take a risk on like anything except for I guess horror. Like I guess the vibes of like that like sort of sector of the industry must be just like less shitty in that way, like where because there's a lot like bigger swings of people like making all kinds, and like mind you, like whether or not like it's received in like a certain way. There are films in the horror genre that are being made about like all kinds of things. Like they're doing that thing about like the perspective of the dog, like the whole I saw the TV glow. Like there's so many like just like different things that are happening to where like I feel like the only films lately that are really saying something are in the horror genre. And so that feels like again like a further pointed like misunderstanding of the work, like for him to describe it in that way. Because also like I don't know, like that's saying that something is bad because I had too much going on. Just like I want to hear more, because it's also the like, is it that you had trouble like keeping up with certain things, or you felt like, you know what I mean? Like, what does that actually mean?
Yeah, and like also like I think
what a weird way to describe.
I think expectation is like ruining art in a lot of ways. Because he kept saying, I just get mad at movies about what they should have been. I don't think any form of there's a should have been for any form of art on the planet. Like any piece of art, unless it's like it was ruined by corporate, like it was ruined by money making opportunities. If capital ruined it, I think that's something very different.
There's a difference of like you decide such you like think that it's gonna be a certain way, and then it comes out and it's different. That like I think an example of that could be like Radical Optimism, the Dua Lipa album, because the way that it was described gave like a certain vibe of it was going to be this like 70s like psychedelic thing, and then we got Houdini with like the music video, and that gave like very like modern kind of Studio 54 like very like vibes, and then the rest of the album came out and it felt different. Like it was still good, but like I think a lot of the people that were like, oh, this isn't giving, is because they were expecting it to be like a different vibe than it was. Same thing with Mayhem. Like a lot of people like wanted the whole thing to sound like the first 3 singles that came out, and so like once you get to like the end of the album, they're like, oh, this isn't like what I thought it was. And you think maybe that's like a symptom of just like how more people are, and I hate to use this term, becoming less media literate. Completely. It's like it's gonna be a long episode if we really get into that.
Because the whole tea, like,
there's nuance here.
I think truly there are 2 types of people who are ruining art. Follow me on this one. It's not that deep.
The ones that entertain and the ones that observe.
Okay. It's not that deep. Those people.
Yes.
It's not that deep people, and
the anti-intellectualism people.
Yes, anti-intellectualism and people who are overly intellectual.
Yes.
Whereas art should walk the line between, like, I don't know. It should move you. And then if you want to find an academic justification for why it moved you, I think that's different.
Yeah.
Like, I love to examine art from a very, like, critical, analytical lens, because especially like an album, I tear through an album, and I love to examine and like what worked for me, what didn't, and I'll talk about what I wish had happened at the back half of an album. But like, if your expectation of something is going to ruin it for you, maybe you should not engage with content about it before you experience the art.
Yeah.
Basically, get offline.
Because then it's also that I think speaks to not forming your own like opinion about something without someone else like needing to like co-sign on it, or just like completely basing it off of someone else's thing. So like I think that again speaks to like a media literacy, because people can't decide if some people cannot decide if something is good unless someone else says that it is first. My thought with like a lot of this is that I think we start to lose the plot, because not every art is meant to serve the same purpose. There is some art, like especially with like music, there's some art that is literally just, I just wanted this to like sound like boppy and to have something to dance to, or I wanted this to like really have some lyrics that like get this like very devastating or very like whatever point across. Like there's like a lot of different things that like people try to do, and I think it does art a disservice when you're like trying to grade it through like a different metric than it was like designed to like cater to.
Right.
Because then it's like you can make like very like whatever music, and that can be face value just or that can also have like a different twist to it. But like when you then start to compare different things and you start to act like all music can be graded on the same sort of metric, I think that's where we also get into a lot of fuckery, because then we start to compare artists too, which again, like different people are doing different things. Some people want to be like the image of a star, and they want to be like the visual. Some people want to just sing. Some people want to do like the whole thing. Like I don't think that it's fair to compare like, I don't know, Beyonce to like Taylor Swift or even like literally like anybody else, because it's so different, and people are making art from different places. Art that you make when you're already like super famous versus art that you make when you're like a nobody, like comes from a different place, and it does like a different thing.
Yeah, like, and I think people are brain rotten when it comes to art by consuming somebody. Okay, if you're a Taylor Swift fan, click away. I've been spending a lot of time on the like r/Travis and Taylor subreddit, which is a snark subreddit. I am not scrolling through like because I am mostly off social media right now, besides like Instagram and also Reddit. I am posting stuff on Substack. If you want to read like album reviews and stuff, I'm casually posting them whenever I get around to them. And also that's where my music is going to be kept, like Substack and Tumblr, because y'all are mean.
Y'all are mean. TikTok.
When you guys hear art that you don't understand or see art that you don't understand, instead of being like, I don't understand this, maybe it's not for me, you're like,
I hate it.
This is balls. Kill yourself, ugly bitch. But anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm not on social media, so my version of going on TikTok and scrolling is going on the r/Travis and Taylor. And it is very refreshing to see people be like, all her shit sounds the same. Fuck this wedding. Everything's bad. Because at this point, I think people are brain rotten by the fast fashion vibe of her music.
Yeah, well,
it comes out so fast, and like, and I'm not saying not all of it is artful, but I'm saying a lot of it is mostly for consumption, and therefore loses its artfulness.
Yes. And here's the thing.
Sorry.
A lot of things can be true at the same time. Objectively, that is what is happening. You can see it in the way that she like aggressively and offensively, and I don't mean in like, oh, this is offensive, but like she is on the offensive when she says, oh, completely. I am going to lose my #1 spot on the charts. I need to release, this is the same song, but I farted at the end. And then I know that because I have an army of fans that will buy the vinyl and the this and the that, and stream one more version of the song to get like all the streams up and everything, that I'm going to suppress the success of someone else who needs that #1 spot way more than she does at this point. Mind you, that doesn't mean that you are not valid if you do like her music, or if the songs that she has put out do affect you and hit you in some way. That is fine.
Like,
that is
y'all
fine.
Let us not forget that I am a reformed, like 5-year reformed Swiftie.
And like
5 years ago, mama, I would have been like, vintage tee, brand new phone, high heels out, like, but now
you can like whatever you like. The problem becomes, just because you like that song and you are valid in your like of the song, you can't sit here and say that the lyricism is miles better than someone who has like actually like devoted way more time into that like facet of the music. And I'm not even thinking of someone specific. I'm thinking just generally speaking, because her fans are so like against the idea of being like, yeah, she's not writing these like epic like poetic songs. They can still be good and you can still like them, and that is still fine, but you don't have to act like she is like Mozart. Like, that is crazy. And so that's the thing is and that's what she wants to support, because she's buying into it. Like when she's like, I can throw whatever bullshit at these people, and they will just buy it. She didn't need to re-record and re-release all of that music. She just knows that she can do it and she can make a lot of money, and she wants to continue to maximize how much money she makes from it. That is what I think is so crazy and dark-sided and rotted.
Yeah.
And then it's the fact that she knows that her fans very often resort to racism, especially against fans of Beyonce. I take an issue with that. I take an issue with the fact that she's a climate terrorist. And I take an issue with the fact that she rubs elbows with people who rub elbows with Donald Trump.
Also, let's not forget, if you right now are one of the people swept up on the internet about Travis and Kelsey getting fucking married, you are falling for propaganda. You are completely looking at the wrong thing. Like, and I say this as someone who was literally on the Snark Reddit yesterday. Like, if this is the lens through which you are looking at the world right now, oh my God, what world are you fucking living in? I don't care about two rich Republicans. Yeah, she's a Republican to me at this point. I don't care about two rich Republicans getting married. Yeah. I've been telling Adrian we need to do one at the fucking wedding.
Let's take a break.
Where we let the audience guess what I said.
We will be right back. I think we need like a little cooling breath before this becomes an anti-Taylor Swift podcast, which we have the capacity to do.
We have the capacity for, yeah.
We'll be right back.
I could do this all day. Bye. Hey, y'all. Let's get serious for a second. Through this podcast, we primarily highlight and discuss local queer organizations or relevant local events like elections. However, it is extremely important that we also use this platform to talk about the genocide and occupied Palestine.
For anybody that has listened to this podcast or that has known us in real life, you know we are and have always been in support of a free Palestine. None of that has changed, nor will it.
What has changed is that the genocide of the Palestinian people has reached the point of no return. They are past the point of starvation. If you haven't been paying attention or haven't helped, it is still not too late.
You can find a donation link to the UNRWA, the United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestine Refugees in the Near East, in our link tree.
Donate what you can, spread awareness, and keep the people of Palestine in your thoughts.
None of us will be free until all of us are free. And we're back.
We're so back. After a brief interlude of me, we're friends and we're close with the viewers of the pod. So I can talk about how this house has a bidet, and I did just blast myself.
Oh, honey.
Blast myself.
Security?
Well, because, like...
Speaking of shocking things to hear, I did just inform Shiloh that Rolling Ray has passed away.
Dude. Rip to, like, an absolute legend.
Rolling Ray has passed away at noon today. No, it wasn't today. That was a few days ago,
That was
actually.
so insensitive.
Drink that water.
It's Judge Toller. I love that clip.
Be quiet.
Be
So
quiet. She's such a legend for that.
I showed you like the video when they like come back like a few years later.
Of course.
Oh my God. And then like the
Rolling
friend
Ray in that wig.
in the yellow like has like the little. He's looking like one of like
Yes.
the Amazon girls from Sailor Moon.
I'm following exactly.
Completely.
The friend who is like a caretaker, but also definitely they're fucking.
Mama taking real good
care.
care of Roland Ray. Mama. Roland for sure. There was something that you wanted to speak about?
Yeah, I was just going to be like, let's talk more about subversive media.
Let's do it.
But this is honestly...
Verse.
This is just my excuse to talk about horror. Because if you guys don't know Adrian, you don't know he's not a horror head. Which is like sometimes a rare affliction for a queer person. But also, that should be scary. So, and when you possibly already have...
allow me to clarify. I
like spooky shit.
I do not enjoy jump scares. I think in the same way that I do not enjoy roller coasters, that thrill and like adrenaline is not necessarily enjoyable or fun for me. I understand the appeal to like other people, but like I don't like it, and then it becomes for me distracting from what might like be like an excellent film, but I'm like too like annoyed like with the jump scares. And then if gore is like particularly either real looking or extremely graphic, that also is uncomfortable for me. And that is kind of like those two are like the unifying thread of like a lot of horror movies. I have seen a lot. I've watched like certain shows as well. It is a difficult affliction to have when you have friends that are not understanding and they want you to just watch like whatever and they make you.
This
situation
person has seen Hereditary, which makes
yes,
no
I
sense.
sure have.
No sense that you've seen
because
that
that's
movie.
exactly like that is an example of like a movie that is a good movie and there's really good writing and there's like amazing acting in it. But once you start to like, I don't want to look at that head. I don't want to see the jump scare and the blah, 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 blah. And so then that becomes distracting and I can't like fully enjoy the film. That's the thing, which is unfortunate because I'm literally a witch and I love like witchy like films and like I like things that are spooky and that are like
and you like good art
of that vibe. Yes, and
like
I love good art. Like I was made to watch with my roommates in college sophomore year. If you know, you know. Haunting of Hill House, and like that is another one. Amazingly like well written, like heartbreaking show. The jump scares, oof.
Have
stressful.
you seen Bly Manor?
No, but I enjoyed and I liked the first season Hill House like so much that I went and like read like a detailed like synopsis of Bly Manor because I was like, I know this is gonna be good, but I don't want to sit through watching it.
I have seen season 2 and there weren't like any jump scares that I can think of off the top of my head. Hi, Miss Girl. Nadia's making an appearance. Maybe you can see a tail. Hello, you want to hop up on the couch? No, she's not having it. You're very cute though. You want to hop up? I'll make room. No, she doesn't give a fuck. The season 2 is actually very delightful. There are lesbians.
I know.
It's a because you read the synopsis.
Lebanese. No.
I really liked that show. I also, some level of gore really yucks me out.
Yeah.
Like, The Substance was a really tough watch for me. Medical gore is really hard.
Hey.
Oh, sorry about the rocking camera. Oh, you just saw the tip of an ear.
Miss Nadia is exploring the architecture of the. Oh, she wants to take a blinky.
Oh, she wants to take a blinky for sure.
Don't
She's
drink my
gonna
water.
There's the yep. There's the tail. Hey, baby girl.
You already got your hair all over my little water.
Yeah. Good thing you're not allergic to her.
Allergic.
Oh,
tail.
Oh, there it is. Nadia, you're so cute. But I really liked Bly Manor. That's some fun. Okay, come on, Nadia. Okay.
If you're listening in the car, if you're listening on the train, you're missing out on some.
If you're listening in a house, if you're listening in the rain, come on, Mother Goose. I really liked Bly Manor. I thought it was fun. I prefer horror that is less gore focused.
Yes.
Weapons was a really good one for me because there was gore. But most of it felt really justified. There was a complete and total like gay couple murder that I didn't need. It was everyone in that movie who died, I thought deserved to die.
Leave a comment below your thoughts on this movie because I know a lot of us have seen it lately.
Yes. Spoilers for weapons,
topic.
content warning.
Oh,
There's
yeah, that's
like literally a gay bashing murder. Not actually, but skip ahead a little bit if you don't want to hear the spoiler.
Were these gay people annoying?
No. They were this cute little gay couple who were like hanging out on a Sunday afternoon. One of them was the principal of the school where all the children went missing from.
Mm-hmm.
And the lady who was like making them go missing, you learn that in the film. She's a witch. She looks like Chapel Roan in 50 years. It's amazing. Because the principal is like going to have to do a welfare check on the only kid who didn't get taken. She was like, well, I have to go to his house and kill him. And basically like possesses the principal to attack his own husband. And he kills his own husband by like tackling him to the ground and using his head to bash in his husband's head. And then he is sent after the teacher of the class who went missing and like tackles her in public and tries to do the exact same thing. But someone intervenes. So the only death in that movie that I did not think was deserved was from a gay couple. And I believe he also died. I think they had to kill him. Because the whole thing is like when she decides you're going to kill somebody, oh, mama, you're going to do it. Oh, you were going to do it. Unless you literally get your head blown out. Really great movie. That movie is about school shootings also. So content warning, school shootings. Not that there is a school shooting, but not like, I think it's really interesting when art is about something and it doesn't feature it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that movie is so clearly like an entire class goes missing except for one kid and the teacher, and they're trying to find who to blame. And it's so like, pulls down sunglasses. Come on.
Completely.
Great. But that movie was, I love him. He's the king of subversive horror in my mind, because Barbarian is also one of my favorite films. That's Zach Cregger. He wrote and directed Barbarian, which is like my favorite horror movie.
Completely.
Some people hate that movie. I love it. I think it's a bit. Hi.
Barbarian.
Can you hold this for a second?
Special guest time.
Special guest. Can I get your tummy? What do you have to say to the people?
What are your thoughts on the horror cinematic genre?
Well, your mother really likes Saw movies and Final Destination.
T. Wake it up.
Can I get your little... See, she's like extremely tolerant of anything. She likes tummy pets. Yeah. What's your favorite horror movie? Is it... Okay. Is it Suspiria? That's...
Suspiria!
You would like that movie because it's... well, until you wouldn't. Because it has some of the craziest gore I've ever seen. But like when it's not gore, it's a fierce ballet studio in Germany where Dakota Fanning and Tilda Swinton are lesbians for each other.
Work.
And there's some fierce dance sequences, but there are also some insane gory sequences. Follow me on this road. There's this bit where
The windy road.
this one girl, I don't remember why they decided to kill her. This one girl from the like dance troupe. I think maybe she gets like booted or something, or she fucking is being a bitch or something, whatever. But Dakota Johnson's character is like doing a little number for the class, really serving it.
Okay.
But of course she has a body double for all the dance scenes because it's cut together very well. It's cut together very well.
Are you implying that she would not have that talent?
Well, she's your regular. You've made her wondering.
I would not say that she's my regular.
And she was weird the whole time.
She definitely wasn't regular when she, oh my God, crazy.
She's not regular in this movie either, but she plays
She's
it
not
well.
regular. She's so crazy.
She's doing this like whole number, and the girl who like they want to get rid of is in the studio directly below her. And every time Miss Girl does like an erratic movement, it like breaks one of Miss Girl's bones, like the girl downstairs. And so by the end of like Miss Dakota Johnson's number, the other dancer is in a ball of like broken limbs. It's really
oh my
crazy.
God.
Lauren, who I watch most of my horror movies with, she is much quicker to look away from gore than I am. And I was even like, oh my God. Because broken bone shit is like not okay.
I hate that. Yeah, like that
shit.
is so, that's not. It's not for me.
And then at the end, when it's revealed, it's like a coven, but like a spooky horror coven, and not like a cunty, cool, like regular coven. They're in this like catacomb, basically. I think it's like under the studio, and blood is just basically like pouring from the ceilings and walls. Like everyone is drenched in blood. It is insane, but it doesn't really have like. I think they slit like somebody's throat, but then everything else is just like arterial spray from nowhere. It's a wild movie. There's also one from the 70s that my sister like swears by. It's the original Suspiria. Have not seen it. Chime in if you have.
Leave a comment down below if you have seen it.
What's your like? This is kind of a hard question, but what subversive media? Because when I think of subversive media, I mostly think of like horror and shit. When you think of subversive media, like where does that take your heart?
I feel like I don't know, just like I think of it like more from like a queer lens. So like I think of just like any media that like features just like really like unfiltered, not for straight audiences or straight palettes, like queerness.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like shit like that. I think like early Drag Race or like something like a
Completely.
Paris is Burning, or I've been trying to get us to watch The Queen, which is the one from the 60s that has the queen that Aja did for Snatch Game on All Stars 3.
That Aja did?
I'm not saying that she wasn't beautiful, but she wasn't looking beautiful tonight.
Was
like,
she not
that
like
one?
Pepe LaBeija?
She was Crystal LaBeija.
Excuse me.
Yes, that like from the 60s. That like
yes.
yeah.
She was
So
not
like
looking beautiful tonight.
yes,
I
I
love you,
like
girl.
shit like that. So like either like very stupid, like filthy, like brain rotty shit, or like very like documentary type of a thing, but it's like I'm like exposing like whatever. That's more so like of like what I think. Or in like in like music or in art, just like pushing like the boundaries, but like
Completely. Have you seen the John Waters Divine films?
I have never seen like a complete full length one.
That's
but
tea because I haven't
I would
either.
love to.
Movie night?
Yeah. Well,
Tonight?
it's tough because since Lauren was on the Hairspray tour, if you guys didn't know, she watched the original John Waters movie and she didn't really like it. And so we usually like go like a different direction when we're looking for like our queer like movie nights. But I'm sure that we could get her to watch like one of them with us.
We probably could, especially like
The thing is, I'm
Pink
down to watch.
Flamingos. Like
yeah.
that's a classic, and the fact that we haven't seen it as people who are
completely.
as faggy as we are, and
like
we
love that
consume a
shit.
lot of like
Love that shit.
original, like old queer content.
Yeah.
We love. I mean,
Big
this
fans
is
of
not.
it.
This does not feature queer actors, but this is like the subversive queer movie to me. Tu Wong Fu.
Oh, yes.
Thanks for everything,
yes.
Julie Newmar. That
my
movie,
God.
I know it's 3 straight actors.
But like it features so many drag queens, and it literally features one of the most subversive things that I've seen that stands the test of time and still reads and works well, which is, and this is the beginning of the film, so it's not like a spoiler, when RuPaul like ascends from the ceiling wearing the Confederate flag like as like a bodysuit.
Yes.
It is so crazy.
Well, because
so wild,
Rachel Tension is her.
Rachel Tension.
Rachel
yeah.
Tension is
like,
the character's name.
That's
amazing.
That is extremely funny. Like that's so funny because it's RuPaul in the 90s, which is like Mama. That like
when I say
on
mother,
the
that's who
front
I'm
lines
talking
of
about.
like, oh, you can be a drag queen and be famous, and you can talk about being a drag queen. Crazy.
Yeah, like
and be on like daytime TV.
I would not say RuPaul makes fundamentally subversive media anymore because now drag is kind of like
Yes.
whatever. But like at the time, Mama.
Drag on Drag Race.
Drag on Drag Race. Let's talk about that because not all drag is like.
Yes.
My name is
the show has like
Servina
become
Boots, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna slay the house down all the way to the crown, diva.
the
Death
show has
drop.
become like
Yeah.
this is like a big show, and also it's very self like referential. We still like it because we like that TV show, but it's no longer. This is like a different Rue.
It's a different Rue.
Like maybe like 80s Rue.
This is
That was
coffee enemas dementia Rue.
Which slay.
I do. I'm sorry. Like as far as who I'm a bootlicker for, I'm not licking anybody's boot but hers. And not all the time. She
Yeah,
does
like-
evil, crazy shit, like the Mein Kampf in the bookshop thing, because she was doing a drop shipper. Like, that's insane. The fracking. That's crazy too, RuPaul.
Yes.
But, like,
Mind
we
you,
cannot
most of the
overstate
shit
her
she's
influence.
fixed, except for the thing with the fracking, but that's on her like husband's ranch ?
Yeah, like,
Whatever. She like, I think has
she's my Taylor Swift.
she has paid her dues after the whole fumble with the trans thing, like a few years ago. Like,
The trans flag. It's so good. If you guys don't know about that, please look it up.
I think it's safe to say that by now, I think that we have successfully gotten to the other side of that on Drag Race. at least with like the trans femme queens.
Yes, the trans femme queens. I would love to see
like someone else reach like the level of following of like Gottmik.
Yeah, and also like what the fuck is going on with the fatties on that show?
Oh, completely. The fatties on that show.
Hey, RuPaul.
This is the new problem.
RuPaul, hey.
Now we're not transphobic, but we are fiercely fatphobic. My hope is
It's
that
crazy.
like
It's really bad.
My hope is that after All Stars 10, when we no longer have the combination of those two people on the show, I'm hoping that we can no longer feature these types of sentiments, because unfortunately the second that happened, it completely ruined All Stars 10 for us. And by it, I mean the episode when Mistress did the runway, because that episode also was full / the whole like latter half of the season was full with the ginger. Now you can finally win because you're thin, which is like.
Here's the thing. RuPaul, I don't mind if you still judge the main season. If you want to judge, what is this, season 17, starting in January or whatever?
18.
Oh my God. Season 18, starting whenever the fuck that's going to start. I don't care if you judge that one. I think you should do what you did with Michelle in Down Under and just pass it off. I think maybe that's Carson Kressley's franchise now. Like, let somebody else judge. Give All Stars to T.S. Madison. I'm dead ass. Like, let somebody else judge, you old fart, because then I'm not gonna see the same, like, because so often these seasons of Drag Race, we are so clearly pushing a front runner that stops doing well.
Yeah.
And then we have to justify these wins, and I'm mad.
I unfortunately don't think that would change if they changed RuPaul as the host, because like it's it's the producers at this point, and like like Ru is very much involved, but like at this point, like Ru is not the one that's like coming up with all of the storylines in the writers' room. She'll like chime in, you know, if she's like completely against like whatever is happening, but she, like Tyra, is trying to make like a fierce show in her eyes. And so like I don't necessarily think that if I actually think that if they got rid of Ru and like replaced her with somebody else, it would get worse. Because I think sometimes the saving grace is when Ru genuinely likes someone and like makes it clear, because then it like makes sense. Like when it's like when she really likes Georges, or like when she really likes like whomever, because she wasn't obsessed with Mistress the way that production was obsessed with Mistress, and so then it became the Mistress show. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like the machine of Drag Race has become too sentient for the driver at the helm to really, I think, have that much of pull at this point.
Circling back to Subversive Media,
yes.
If y'all don't watch the Drag Kings show, I'm gonna kill you. I'm just saying.
Have you watched it?
Is it out?
Yes, it's been out. It's over. It like already ended. We're gonna watch it.
I didn't know it had even aired. This is what happens when I don't. Okay, guys. So guys,
it's
lock
free
in.
to watch on like
Lock in.
Reverie and I think also Tubi.
It's on Tubi.
How long we've been filming? Okay.
We have no chance if it's on Tubi. We're not gonna get a second season. No fucking way. Everybody lock in and go watch it right now.
It's not a big deal. Like, it's just because it's the first season and like it was short. Like I think it needed to be on like a small thing. What like needs to happen is that we need to stream it like Boots, so that they can get like approved for like another season and they can get some more budget and so on and so forth.
No, because
but we need to support the divas, and there's a bunch of Drag Race girls that are on it as like permanent and guest judges as well. And some of the judges panel is also from Dragula, that has featured like way more like drag kings.
That's the thing. Dragula, like, because that's horror, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Horror, because it's already like fundamentally a subversive genre. They're like, sure, yeah, give me all the T-boys. give me the AFAB queens, give me the girlies. Like, I'll take whoever. Whereas RuPaul's like, I don't know.
Well, because like
I don't know.
Dragula is about like being like alternative and like dark and horror and like that type of like campiness in that way. Whereas like I think Drag Race like originally was literally the female impersonation show.
Yes.
And like
literally.
it has become like wider, but I'm one of the people that is more pro like I think that we need to like support and like fund the Drag King show, because what I don't want is for there to be Drag Kings on Drag Race, but because they're being graded on like not a Drag King like metric, like then they're not gonna like do well. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I would rather them have like an equally successful and like watched show that like doesn't try to make him fit into, because like Drag Race at this point is no longer just about like being like good at drag, it's about being good at TV. Unlike how it was like when it first started, like where it was more so about like the drag of it all too, because of the scope and everything. I feel like Drag Kings deserve to like have that and then get to a point where the representation is such that it can become more of like a reality TV show.
Yeah.
Because now like everyone's a drag queen and like drag is very much talked about, and like it did its job in that way. Now we're just making like entertaining TV with like drag queens, and like I feel like Drag Kings deserve to have seasons 1 through 10 of Drag Race. They deserve to have that journey, but like in a way that like is never, oh, like can you serve us more of like this, or
can
more
you give us more puss?
yeah, like something that is not, you know what I mean? Sound off in the comments below. Let's take a quick break and then we'll wrap this sucker up. I love how we always end up talking about the same shit. Gay people.
Well,
and Drag Race.
Well, what else are we gonna talk? You want to talk about the state of the world?
Yeah, let's take a break.
Yeah.
Hi, gang. It is no secret to the listeners of this here podcast that Zoran Mamdani has won the Democratic primary for the NYC electoral race.
It is also NAR's secret that in the key moments of the last week leading up to the primary, the Ladyboy Radio Hour officially endorsed him.
We take our responsibilities seriously as trendsetters and spiritual leaders, so we plan on doing our biggest one for this campaign.
It is imperative that NYC be a sanctuary city in light of the continued attacks against the queer community, as well as other forms of organized hate plaguing marginalized folk. Soren has promised to make that a reality.
We will continue to discuss and support the campaign as it draws closer and closer, and we encourage you to join us.
The donation link to the campaign is and will continue to be on our link tree, so do your big one and donate. If money is tight, you can donate your time or labor instead.
My name is Adrian.
My name is Shiloh, and we approve this message, Mary. Back.
And we're back.
You'll notice a slightly different vibe and setup because we thought we couldn't plug these new lights in that Adrian got, the colorful purple ones. But it turns out, we can completely.
Whoa.
So this is going to be kind of a... Mine's like a... Oh, wait, wrong button. Oh, shit, I turned mine off. Oh, nar. And it's falling. Yeah, see, like, this is... I don't know how you got yours to just sit.
I just kind of prop...
Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button.
I think you gotta just...
Red, the blood of angry men. Black, the dark of ages past. Red, the color of desire. Is that right? Black, the divisible. I don't know what they say.
I'm glad that in your interpretation, this song is sung post being shot.
No, I'm Hugh Jackman.
Shot.
You didn't get that? Hugh Jackman?
Hugh Jackman got shot in the lung.
He did get shot in the lung. Well, no, he just didn't eat or drink on that set. So, 2, 4, 6, 2,
Fatty had a party and nobody came.
Fatty had a party and nobody came. So, yeah, we got new lights. This is all very exciting. We've been at our friend's house for like several hours at this point.
We have been.
And basically every break we just both get up and check on the cats. Even though they're both like completely fine.
Basically what we're going to do is purr.
Basically, what we're gonna do
Get
is
your
burn.
sneakers on. Okay.
So,
Stay tuned for how these new lights are gonna zhuzh up our setup back home, which you'll see next week, right?
you will see next week.
Yeah.
And if you don't, you gotta hold on this for a bit. And if we don't, oh, I passed it. Fuck, I was gonna get it to the like siren setting and be like, and if we don't have them next week, call the police because they've been stolen. So can you go ahead and click through all yours and get back to the siren? Oh, call the police. Oh, because they've been stolen if we don't use them next week. Well, also, you ordered these and then they arrived without the stands, right?
They did, and so I think that they're gonna send me like another, just like full set of the whole thing.
Oh.
We might have like 4 of these lights.
Y'all,
We'll
we're
see what
going from
happens.
lo-fi to hi-fi real quick.
This is also this is the first episode that is being filmed using our new gimbal.
Yeah, Adrian bought a
that
gimbal.
I got as well.
It's very fierce.
I think later this week there will be a vlog out. We vlogged our first time yesterday, walking over here to take care of the cats / learn how to use the gimbal. So we got some footage of that. So stay tuned if
Just
that
us
hasn't
getting
already come
stoned
out.
and going to Dunkin' and like trying to use the fucking gimbal in public. Also, people already look at us like we're insane anytime we go anywhere together or separate.
Yes.
So like, why not just carry a gimbal around?
Completely.
Whatever. Because people are still gonna look at us like Trey had looked at you this morning.
No, it was really, really crazy. We're
So
walking over
wild.
here, and this man was wearing like dark ass like sunglasses, but I could still. We're like walking straight to like cross the
Walking gay.
street, and he's like walking this way, like the opposite way, and he dead ass is like just staring at me the whole entire time. I was like, "Sir, please."
Sir, take a
I
breath.
literally laughed. Like I laughed out loud because I'm like, "Sir."
Relax.
So when does the subtlety come in?
No, like whatever happened to hi, how are you?
The
Okay, cool for
sirens.
sirens. Right. There we go, mama. I wish there was a remote, but woulda, coulda, shoulda, right? Like
Nah,
whatever.
completely.
And also it's
Maybe there is a remote
our production
that comes
value.
with the fucking stands.
Yeah, that's fair.
we
Our
also
production
do.
value, I want it to be a little crunchy forever.
I think it's always going to be a little crunchy.
Mama, if we're in it, if you're on camera, it's always going to be a little crunchy.
The ultimate shade of it all.
Well, because I'm talking about your like bones and ligaments and shit. Because you're always in pain. Sorry, not funny to joke about, but
Never stops you.
never stops. me, no. Well, also my fucking tendonitis flare up on my right ankle is really pissing me off.
What's your song of the week?
My song of the week. What's this? My song of the week. Do you want to go first? Do you know your song of the week, or were you waiting for me to come up with a song of the week?
My song of the week is one that I've been listening to a lot more because I recently showed the music video to Shiloh, but it is Cloud Busting by Kate Bush, my diva.
So good. Some light to medium transgenderism going on in that music video. No, like, I love you, Kate Bush.
I was playing it at work the other day, and my new hire, non-binary doll, was like, "Have you read the book that this song is based on?" I said, "No, but you picked the right faggot to talk about this with."
Well, I was working with some child because she was like 21.
Not a golden child.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. A young, fresh golden child. And I was like, any requests? Like, there's no boss here to tell us what we can't play on the radio. So what should I put on? And she was like, you should just put on all of Lord's new album. And then after that, I put on Desire I Want to Turn Into You. And she was like, oh, I like this. This is fun. Like a little electronic, a little weird. And I literally was like, you do not want to open that door. Don't open that door to another, because I will talk about Caroline Polachek. I will talk about Caroline Polachek for an hour and a half. I love that crazy ass bitch. I was talking to someone recently and I was like, yeah, no, I really like her like older stuff when she was and this person I was talking to goes, oh, when she was in Chairlift, don't worry, mama. You're safe here. I said,
please.
If only I could remember who that was.
Y'all hear that cat in the...
You guys hear him? What is it?
Aww.
Yeah. He's so cute. I can't stand it. Even though he tried to bite my finger, he did bite my foot. But he's so cute. He bapped me directly on the forehead earlier. I picked him up and had him like this.
He's also like extra bored, so...
Oh, yeah. He's bored out of his fucking gourd, but... I can't play... Wow.
What's your song of the week?
Sorry, my song of the week. I'm going to say it's... I have two, though. I'm going to pick Mother Pray For Me by The Beths. They just had a new album out. Just released it called Straight Line Was a Lie. It's a blast. I really like that band. I was going to say my other one would have been Marazepine by Hayley Williams, because her album's new. Her new album is out. There's a lot of good music coming out right now, and that's literally binding me to this mortal coil. So that's my situation.
What's your song of the week? Leave a comment down below.
Yeah, what's your song of the week? What have you been bumping?
This episode.
Yeah, lots of stuff for y'all to say. Yeah. I need to hear if anybody else listened to the Hayley Williams album and if you guys really like it. Mm-hmm. I really enjoy it. That one song about the South, banger.
Mama. This last message is for anybody listening to the pod, but especially my best friend Jillian, that I know listens because we were just talking about last episode. Leave a message on the Ladyboy hotline.
Please leave a message on the Ladyboy
hotline. If you have been one of our loyal listeners, of which I know we have many.
Yeah, at least 20 of y'all.
Leave a comment down below and explain why you haven't left a message on the Ladyboy hotline.
Just saying.
Just a thought.
Like, it's fine if you're like a mute girly or like whatever, but or you hate phone calls. No one's gonna be talking back to you.
No.
Just leave a fucking voice message. I don't care. It can be about anything. You can tell me. You can literally send us a voice memo while you're on the turlet, and we will still listen to it.
Well, why was I thinking the same thing?
Because you're nasty and I'm nasty, and together we're the worst. Right. I think that's enough.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Subscribe / leave us a good rating, review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever it is that you are listening to the podcast if you're listening.
Right.
And just really help us. We we love doing this. We have so much fun, and the more that y'all respond to it and the more that y'all engage with it, the hornier that we get. So please contribute to the horny fund.
Just saying, if you've ever left a comment, negative or positive, I have jerked to it. I thought we were being open and honest. Like, negative or positive. I can't stop thinking about the one we got from, was it an episode ago where we read it out loud for the cold open?
Oh, yeah, the one that was
comments.
Being gay is not valid because there's not good gay love stories. I said, but have you watched AJ and the Queen?
Mama, those are the La La Land. Those are the La La Land truthers. The year that Moonlight won.
La 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 la. See you guys next week.
Bye.
La 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 la.
Yeah. See you guys next week. Comment if you know what that's from.